Touchdown, Miami!
All right, welcome to the Extra Yard. I am Kai'Chien Chisholm. To my right is Kendall. Below me is Juan Cardona. Boys, how are we doing?
We're fucking lit, bro. We got a primetime game. I'm seeing Monday Night Countdown have to talk about us. This is weird, bro. This is like
pulling hats out of a string, like making it up, like.
And let's I want to just get it out in the air. Everything that needed to happen this weekend happened, including, my man Justin Herbert taking an atrocious L versus the Houston Texans. I could sit here and try to defend my man as many ways as I possibly could, but that loss was inexcusable, and I will eat it. I will eat the crow today.
All right. Well, I'm also eating a loss, as you can see. I am the greatest reverse jinx in the history. Don't call me Ethan J. Skolnick. Call me Kai'Chien Chisholm, because I set out for a journey of 19 and 15, and the Heat are actually winning with scrubs playing, and Kendall's fighting people in comment sections and in group chats. Kendall, you have 8 and 7 loading, as Field Yates has noted, and has multiple people have noted. This will be the first time in NFL history that a team would go from 1 and 7 to 8 and 7, going on a 7-game winning streak in the same season. How are you feeling about said matchup against the New Orleans Saints?
I feel real good about it because the Miami Dolphins don't make sense. So, of course, the Miami Dolphins are going to do something that's never been done in NFL history, just like they're the only team with a perfect season. I mean, this team don't make no sense. So it's only fitting that they're going to go 8 and 7 tonight and get this W.
Michael, I see that you're wearing a Tua jersey. I can only guess either that or you're in a nurse's gown. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I don't know if I'm laggy, so just let me know.
You very much are, but it's okay.
You got the Ethernet right now.
The Ethernet. Yep.
Yeah, listen, man, I'm at an Airbnb in Arizona. This is the best we got, all right?
Facts.
It's fine. Why are you, if you don't mind me asking, why are you in Arizona? I forgot to ask this earlier.
Family, Christmas.
Okay. Well, we'll be waiting for your delayed responses.
Winter in the hottest spot.
That's I mean,
boy went
I'm gonna find
to
another
the
spot.
desert.
Give me a second.
Yeah. You go find another spot
for winter.
Yeah. I mean, we're pretty hot down here in Miami. We were supposed to have a cold front, and that lasted for like a day, maybe not even.
For real,
so
I didn't even feel it.
Yeah, when it was pouring last week, we were supposed to have like a 50 degree cold front come in, and it came for like a night and was gone by like Wednesday morning. But I mean, the comments are bumping. We are bumping. Everything here is going really, really, really well. I think. And I'm gonna let you get into it, Juan, because you mentioned it to me and Kendall before we even started and we went live. This game is a game that there's no excuse that the Miami Dolphins should lose. However, of course, we're all skeptics because we've seen games like this, i.e., the Jaguars game after Urban Meyer was sticking his finger in places it should not have been after a loss, and we lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars also beat the Buffalo Bills, so I guess this year is just a little bit crazy.
Yeah, but Buffalo last year,
right?
Like we try to, all omit that from our memory, but that did happen, right?
Of course.
And I think what I really was kind of getting at was, I think this is like an era-defining game, for both Flores and Tua, and whether that relationship kind of moves forward. This is a game where you're looking at a fourth-string quarterback. So Brian Flores, my boy, this is not the game to start doing cover zero in the middle of the third quarter. Like, this is like from first snap, run cover zero. If Ian Book beats you, like, it was just one of those games it wasn't meant to be. And for Tua as well, like, look, man, like, we struggled against the Jets. We scored however many points we had scored. I don't think anybody was overly pleased with Tua's performance, and I think these last 3 games, no matter how we look at it or try to chop it up, is really what's gonna, kind of determine what Tua does moving forward for the Dolphins.
Kendall?
I totally agree with Juan, especially on the Tua front. I mean, he was the 5th overall pick. I am at the point where, he's coming off 2 poor, like subpar games for his standard. I mean, he was inaccurate with the ball. I mean, tonight, I agree with Zachary B. Tua needs to have that Arizona type game. The same Tua that we saw in that second start, his second game of his career. That's what we need to see tonight. Doesn't have to be crazy monster numbers, but you just want to see a control like from Tua and like leading. I mean, everybody in Dolphins Twitter, you can say whatever you want. The only reason why we're sitting here and everybody's like been talking all day, this is exactly the type of game that the Dolphins have lost so many times in the past. It's one common denominator, and that's the quarterback. If Tua was showing out a little bit more, like a guy who someone here is a stan of, I think we would feel a whole lot better if his performances were looking like one Justin Herbert going into this game. We would not be here, and that's what it is at the end of the day. I really think this is the game where Tua can just put his foot down and start moving his team towards a playoff berth, because everything is in our control. And the quarterback, if you're the face, you're the guy, it starts with you. So that's where I'm at.
The game is extremely important tonight for the Dolphins, not just because you have the chance to do something that we've never seen before. Literally never happened, going on a 7-game losing streak and also a 7-game winning streak. With that, continuing that win streak, getting to a 7-game win, and then possibly 8 and 9 towards the rest of the season to try to finish off, being the first team in NFL history to start 1-7 and make the playoffs, something we have literally never seen before. It also is extremely important just for where we stand today. Yesterday for the Miami Dolphins, we'll get into the inactives as well, but just to cover the playoffs here really quick. Yesterday for the Miami Dolphins was extremely important result-wise. Of course, Justin Herbert and the Chargers, they lost. That was extremely beneficial for the Dolphins. The Bengals were able to win, extremely beneficial for the Dolphins. Buffalo, New England, as far as the results for this week, didn't necessarily matter once the Chargers lost. However, Buffalo winning obviously does help the Dolphins in the long term. KC winning continues to help. The Denver and Raiders game doesn't really matter for the Dolphins. A win today propels them from the 11th seed in the AFC all the way to the 7th seed, just because the only team that they would be fighting for and fighting against would be the Chargers, and they have the edge over the Chargers. So they propel both the Chargers, Raiders, Steelers, Ravens all for a playoff spot, and they would be 7th as we stand today and in complete control of their own destiny, with all the teams in the wild card race before them being the Patriots with a 1-0 lead over them, and then the Colts, who are 9-6 as well. So right now, the Dolphins are in a great position, but do we really trust them? I know we talk about the importance, and I'll start with you, Mike, since you've been in and out here. Do we really trust the Miami Dolphins on Monday Night Football? Kendall talked about Tua, Juan talked about Tua, and just overall, I think what we've seen just in general from our history as Dolphins fans.
I also talked about Brian Flores.
Yes. Do we trust the Dolphins to be able to actually, on Monday Night Football, win this game? The last time the Dolphins and the Saints did play on Monday Night Football, the Dolphins were 3-0, and they got walked by Drew Brees and the Saints in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, now the Caesar Superdome, obviously.
Yeah, I think you have to trust them, at least just because they haven't given you any reason not to the last, 6 weeks? So if they're winning the games that they have on their schedule, then you have to assume they're going to keep winning them, especially when the other team has, 20 players on the COVID list? Like, come on. That's a pretty big
21
deal.
Officially.
21. So you got to be able to win those. I think it's PTSD that makes us not want to believe they'll win it. But if PTSD was going to kick in and they were going to lose a primetime game, that probably would have happened on Thursday Night Football, 5 weeks ago at this point? So I think you have to trust them up until now. I'm not super sure about it because I'm a Dolphins fan and I'm worried, but I think they'll get it done.
Juan, if you want to elaborate a little bit more on like the trust in this team.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's tough because you look at their lineup, and I know we're gonna get into their inactives, but like literally, like we're talking about starting and backup tackles. You're talking about
Wait, does Juan get this quote?
No, he doesn't.
Absolutely not. I don't. Who's MJ?
Bro, you make me so sad.
I don't know.
To answer this, Royal is not going to be on any streams for, I believe, a couple more weeks.
Yes,
so
my dog is taking a
Royal
well-deserved break and
sabbatical.
Yes, paid sabbatical. But no, I think look, it just feels like everything went too perfect Sunday to where the egg is coming. Like we're gonna see Ian Book become all of a sudden like the next Tony Romo. And Kamara's gonna go have another 6 touchdown Christmas performance. Like that's my PTSD flaring up, right? And in my mind, I'm like, nah, like Mike's guy, Duke Johnson's gonna have 15 carries for 40.
Philip Lindsay too.
Philip Lindsay, the Hall of Famer. Like we got some options, and this is just a game where Brian Flores has to take full control. I understand Sean Payne is a good coach in the of his own right, but he has nobody to work with. I mean, even before COVID hit, their receivers were like bare and thin outside of Michael Thomas, who hasn't played. So it's like, if we can really just contain Kamara, like who really are we scared to let beat?
Kendall?
What was the topic?
Just do you really think that this is possible? Like we talk about so much how the Dolphins can't get it done, and now with everything in their favor, the weekend went perfectly for them. 21 and I mean, hope for the best health wise for all the Saints players who ended up being inactive, of course. But what's going to happen for the Dolphins side? Do you really trust that they can do this?
Yeah, I trust that they can do it. But I also believe in the any given Sunday. And for some, like if they were to lose it and it was a close game, I mean, if you kind of just look at this season, it's been one of those seasons where everybody has beaten everybody. So even when you kind of like sometimes here in the media, they've been talking about like the quarterbacks we faced and we haven't really played anybody in this 6-game win streak besides Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. It's like we're at the point where that shit isn't even valid anymore because we beat the Texans, who just turned around and beat the Chargers yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, he's gone
they didn't
now.
Just beat the Chargers. They didn't just beat the Chargers.
Yeah, they beat the dog shit out of them.
The Chargers.
No, guys. It was the defense's fault. Herbert played amazing. Okay, like
no,
this is Herbert's fault.
Juan did take ownership. He did.
Yeah.
He did.
He said his boy played bad. He can't even.
I'm still gonna give him crap for
it. Yeah, but everybody's been beating everybody. The Jets beat Cincy. The Giants beat the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina stomped the dog walked the fucking Cardinals. So everybody we've beaten has beaten somebody. So and we've taken care of our business. So yeah, that any given Sunday / Monday / Thursday definitely applies because this season has been weird like that. But I do trust them to handle their business just due to the fact that besides that Jaguars game, I think that Brian Flores' teams, like the last 2 years, we've pretty much beaten teams that we've been that we supposedly should have beaten, like on paper. Especially
and competitive against teams we shouldn't be.
Yeah, and especially once like later in the season, once we get hot, like and we're on like a little streak, we tend to handle our business.
Yeah, I will say I agree with that later in the season, not so much early on. Early on,
that's what I mean. Just later,
yeah.
Like, I mean, like once we get going, we tend to take care of our business.
Early in the season, this team seems to come out real flat. We have no producer if Kai is gone. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So best of luck to us. We're stuck here for a while. I just think like the way they started the season, they shouldn't be at this point. The fact that we are winning out away from being in the playoffs because we're in, right? As long as we want it bad enough, we beat the teams that we have on our schedule, we're in. So that's the only reason why I have faith in this team right now is because, look, I have no other choice but to have faith. If they let me down again, if they pull a real Dolphins move and they lose a Monday Night Football game against Ian Book and the Saints, I don't care how well Kamara does. I really don't. I don't care how poorly the offense does. This is a game that the Dolphins should win. If they don't, you have a lot of questions you're going to need to answer internally because, yeah, this turnaround has been fantastic, but it has been handed to you now. Now you have it completely where you want it. So if you can't take this now, then I don't think you really deserve to make it to the playoffs. If you can't beat these next three teams, you deserve to have all the questions that are going to be surrounding you.
Me personally, I think if you don't beat the Saints tonight, then you definitely don't deserve it. Like Tennessee and New England, like I'm just one game at a time approach with it.
Yeah.
Too. Like, I mean, I won't say they don't deserve it if they don't. Well, they wouldn't deserve it because they ain't earned it. But I mean, if you lose to one of those two teams, it's a little more. It's understandable, like compared to possibly losing tonight.
And I would agree with that if they hadn't lost some of the games that they did early on in the season, if that makes sense. I'm very much
I get you.
You earn what you take, and if they had beaten teams like the Jaguars and Falcons early on in the season, if they had taken care of business against the Raiders or the Colts, right? Pick any one or two of those games. Then I could give you, okay, the Titans, they're coming back. But you have it all out there for you now. And I'm sorry, right now, I think the Dolphins should beat the Titans. I don't care how well, the receivers seem to be playing now that they're back with Tannehill. You should be able to beat them, especially because they'll be missing Derrick Henry. So the only real test is that Patriots defense week 19, is
18.
18.
Oh, week 18?
19 at this point.
Yeah, so listen, I know.
Well, we know we'll be getting a week 19 eventually.
I mean, this season we will. Week 19 against the Chargers in the playoffs. Well, actually, they just the Texans. They won't make it.
Oh my God.
Anyways, to go off of
you tell me I'm negative. Jesus, that scenario. Holy hell, Mike. That's some deep evil shit, bro.
What?
To go off of a lot of what Kendall was saying in terms of the Brian Flores led teams, and even we can go back all the way just to 2019. You have a game against the Indianapolis Colts when Jacoby Brissett was supposed to be the starter. He ended up not being the starter. I think they ended up playing Brian Hoyer. I can't remember exactly what it was, but even then, that's a game that you shouldn't win. You go out there, you win. It's a defensive stop by your team that wins the game. I think it was a Nick Needham interception. That is the one that they won you that game. You beat the Philadelphia Eagles that season. You scored 37 in that game at home. That was also the put shot game or whatever the hell they call it play. You beat the Bengals, which whatever, that's a wash. And then you beat the Patriots to keep them out of the first seed in the playoffs there in the last game of the season at home. It's like, it just seems like that's been something that the Dolphins have been doing for quite a long time, but also under Brian Flores, it seems like against the teams that they're not supposed to be competitive against, they are, and they kind of hang around with some of the other teams and are able to at least be competent. And we didn't see that early on this season, but here's the situation that we are in right now. They're showing a lot of plays about stuff on ESPN. Now they're showing some stuff about the Giants. No one really cares about that right now. So to get into the inactives and talk about it just a little bit more, just because we haven't really touched too hard on them. Savon Ahmed is out, and there's Roy Shepard. Royo, miss you, man. I miss you a lot. Trill Williams is out. That's Juan's guy. John Jenkins out. Savon Ahmed also out. So Savon, the running back this week that ends up being the healthy scratch, thinking it'll be a Miles, Phillip Lindsay, and Duke Johnson backfield.
You said the wrong name first.
It's probably going to go in that order.
Bro, I'm going to be so mad if Miles gets first touches.
It's like I'm not even trying to do that in order. I'm just trying to say the names.
That's literally the order. They're going to go try Miles first. He's not going to work. They're going to try Lindsay first and next, and it's not going to work. And then they're going to try Duke next, and then he's not going to work. And then we're going to go right back to the start of the rotation.
Bro, you watch too much of the Chargers. You're calling him Lindsley now. That's the center, bro.
I mean, that's a Hall of Famer. That's on me. I apologize.
Corey Linsley? I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer, but
no, I'm talking about our Lindsay.
Lindsay, bro.
Oh, yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's a future Hall of Famer. I should have learned his name. Sorry.
100%. But Juan, considering that your guy is on the inactive list and one of your guys is now off the inactive list and will be playing that in Noah Igbenogany.
Hey, Noah.
How are you feeling? Trill Williams again on the inactive list as always, and then Noah off of the inactive list. He will be playing, right?
I like that.
With his
but
special team reps.
Not to like pivot it and go another route, but I also like, my man Isaiah Ford. He's fully looking like he's about to have a masterclass this game. Just because, hey, we're gonna need him to go run Albert Wilson's routes, right? I mean, Wilson's officially out, I think, with COVID. So I think
we'll have receivers that can get first downs now.
Yeah, like, I mean, he's good for like the first 9 yards, but like,
no. He's good for the first 12, and then he runs it back to be 9 yards.
Oh, all right. Well, I was going net. I mean, if you want to go gross, okay, 12. Net, it always ends up
technically
being
every route he runs is about 20 yards. It's just 10 forward, 8 back, and then 2 forward. So
yeah, exactly. So I think I expect Isaiah to have a good game. And if he's not, they'll probably cut him and he'll be back by like week 19, and then we'll round out this circle again.
I feel like Isaiah Ford is just the man who will never die for the Miami Dolphins, whether good or bad.
Yes.
It's like the Dolphins tried all options last season to bring in all options last season to bring in other receivers. They tried like Antonio Callaway, they tried a couple other guys, and they were just like, what can we do to not rely on Isaiah Ford? And Isaiah Ford was like,
Every time Isaiah Ford is just there, bro.
Inevitable. Unlike Thanos, he actually stays. And unlike, never mind, I wasn't going to get into it, but I decided not to. But do we have any thoughts on Savon being inactive? Like, does anyone have anything on that? Like,
they gave up on him like week 3 when he missed a block. When he missed a block, and they're like, yeah, no, this guy is done. And they've been trying to find bodies ever since.
So who do we realistically, or Mike, do you have something to say on that?
No, I was just going to say it. Ahmed hasn't been blocking well. His running hasn't been astounding, but it also hasn't been terrible. The chances he's gotten, I think Ahmed losing his spot is more a product of Duke Johnson and Lindsey really earning more reps, right? I think it's more a matter of them showing that they've been better than what we've seen from him. And so it's like, figure it out now or not at all.
If you guys had to have a choice, and I'll start with you, Kendall, on having Myles Gaskin or Savon Ahmed being your starting running back, what would you choose?
Ahmed. Gaskin is slow and small.
Yeah, I think I go Ahmed too, just because I like his change of direction stuff. But because of Johnson and Lindsey, I think Gaskin pairs better, if that makes sense.
And Isaiah Ford?
Isaiah Ford is Dookie.
No, I'm asking Isaiah Ford.
Yeah, no,
I was just reminding you guys.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
Okay.
You should root for your home team every now and then. Like it's a bad look.
I'm sorry. What's up, Justin? I'm sorry.
Expecting a lot of first downs now. Yeah, we were expecting a lot of first downs now that Albert Wilson isn't in the game. But no, I think Gaskin's probably the better play. You could probably trust him a little more than you could with Savon. I mean, I would love to see like the stuff we saw in training camp where they had, Savon running out wide, like, and empty it out. But our old line just doesn't allow it for us to do that. It's not feasible to just leave, 5 offensive linemen to block for Tua. Like it literally sounds like we're asking for the world, but it's really not. And because of that, we can't really run the plays that we had in preseason. Like, how many touchdowns did we see Will Savon just running out wide, and it's just like easy pitch and catch? But the old line just doesn't allow it. So I think right now the play would be to go with Gaskin, and hopefully one of the other 2 guys gets it going, because I think we're going to need another type of performance from a running back. I don't care which one, just a running back like we had against the Jets to have it to win this game.
Is that because you're not rooting for your hometown quarterback?
No, it's because I have a healthy respect for Cam Jordan.
Oh, Cam Jordan. Okay, yeah.
Do you know who he's facing off against today? He's going off against Jesse Davis.
Sorry, I was gonna say your mama. Yeah, but yeah, Jesse Davis. I forgot.
I mean, my mama would block better than him. So at this point,
bro, probably actual. Yeah.
So no, at this point, legitimately, 3 sack performance, Cam Jordan, and he wrecks our game. Like that's my PTSD again flaring up.
You know what? I don't think that the Saints get 3 sacks total. Yeah. Okay. They'll probably get that within the first drive now that I said it and everybody will be tweeting at me.
I was going to say literally first drive 3 and out, 3 passes, 3 sacks.
I just think Tua's good enough at getting rid of the ball that I don't think they're going to be able to really get on him as quickly as they want to.
Fair.
But
I think considering their defensive woes, it would be an embarrassment if this offensive line wasn't able to hold Cam Jordan to at least one sack. If Cam Jordan has 3 sacks, or if the Saints are just sacking Tua like crazy, it's an embarrassment. I think that's the bottom line. Is that
I don't
if
think
A happens, and that's
enough
an
space to put like all their players missing. Like it probably less players just to say who's healthy, but some of their names are big names. Like we're talking about Demario Davis. Like
basically
who's a huge name. Demario Davis is a huge name for
Juan Alexander,
Jenkins too.
Malcolm Jenkins. Like that. Those are heavy hitters in the NFL.
Their best defensive players left are Cam Jordan or Marshall Lattimore, right? That's
Marcus
about it.
Williams is pretty good.
Oh, I didn't know Marcus Williams was still healthy. Okay.
Davenport actually. Damn. Okay. Fuck.
I
mean, listen. Look. Yeah. It's Ian Book, bro. It's Ian fucking Book. Like, come on, bro. If Brian Flores lets Ian Book drop 35 on his head, and Tua can't keep up, like, I'm sorry, I'm looking at everybody.
Wait. I want to make sure I heard that right. So Ian Book goes and drops 35 on the Dolphins defense, and you're sitting here being like, Tua couldn't keep up with that. Embarrassing.
I think he's saying because the only way that would happen is if the offense isn't holding their weight.
Yeah.
Nah, I think there's no
It would be just
scenario.
like the Jets game where the offense takes a while.
Yeah, you can see it.
The Jets get a lead. The defense can't get off the field.
Tua can throw 4 interceptions today. Unless they're all pick sixes, that defense can still not allow 35 points.
Oh no, you're like I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but you could have gone with 2 maybe.
Nah,
but like
so
now you're being way too.
Just to really give context to the ridiculous amount of players that the Saints have on the COVID-19 /reserve list today: Taysom Hill, Trevor Siemian, Ryan Ramczyk, Demario Davis, Quan Alexander, Caden Ellis, Malcolm Jenkins, JT Gray, Jeff Heath, Adam Trotman, Juwan Johnson, Carl Granderson, Jalen Holmes, Christian Ringo, Malcolm Roach, James Carpenter, Jordan Mills, Gerald Hawkins, Dwayne Washington, Kavari Russell, Deontay Harris, Coach Darren Rizzi, Zach Strive, Corey Robinson, and Sterling Moore. They're down 4 coaches. And
don't laugh about Darren Rizzi, though, because Darren Rizzi is one of the better special teams coaches, and we should know because he's with us for like 20-some years.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's major, bro.
I mean,
it is.
If only we had Jakeem Grant to take advantage of that, man.
Not only.
Bro. He taking one to the crib in his own team. Tommy Lee Lewis revenge game.
Hey, my dog. I see the vision. I see the vision, bro.
Man.
I want to see it. But that's a ridiculous list. Just going off of the amount of players that they have starting and just the depth as well.
Like Javier said, like they literally called Drew Brees and Phillip Rivers and said, "Hey, y'all wanna slide through and maybe just throw a couple balls here and there." Like,
and I don't think, maybe it's an unpopular opinion, but getting Phillip Rivers and or Drew Brees out just for one game, I don't think that would have done much for the Saints. And I don't think either quarterback, looking at the intense environment they would have to be going into, would make sense. And I don't think that getting them just off the street, it would be kind of like what they did with Josh Johnson and the Ravens, where you get him in, but probably even with less time. And I don't know if you're football ready. I don't know if you're mentally ready, especially considering for Phillip and Drew being retired in the way that they are. I don't know if that would have worked as well. That seems like a kind of a fever dream, to be honest.
I would say that about just Phillip Rivers. I think if Drew really like wanted it and like they're like, yo, we need it, like just come through. Like he put on like Superman on his chest and probably get a dub.
Yeah, but you'd think Drew Brees would look at the matchup and be like, maybe this isn't the defense I want to.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. This is that's exactly what he did. He said, I saw the defense.
Yeah,
I saw my tackles go down. I saw their backups go down. I'm good. It's all right.
Like he'd come in for one game and leave with a broken leg or something, and then it'd be like,
that's what I'm saying.
Really
with the circumstances, it just, I don't think that either player would be
no way
good going into tonight. There's just no shot from just being football ready and football like ready to play. There's just no shot.
Yeah, I don't think they would do it against any team. Like, to be honest,
right?
Like, bro, they're like, those are like 42-year-old like grandpas at this point. Like
Philip's been coaching high school football.
50-year-old grandpa in and of itself.
But Tom's in football shape. Drew and Philip aren't in football shape.
Yeah.
I don't know. Drew Brees be wearing those little slim, suits.
But is it football shape?
But yeah, there's a difference between being thin and in football shape.
All right, let me ask you something, Kai, and only you. Are kickers in football shape?
You're fucked, Michael. I'm gonna let you know right now. You're up 2. He has Waddle. You're the Dolphins defense. You're fucked. Anyways, continue.
No, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
No. He said he has Waddle and no, he said I'm up in fantasy. He has Waddle and he has the Dolphins defense.
Oh, he has the Dolphins
defense. He has the Dolphins defense and his opponent has Waddle. He's fucked.
He had like a 12-point lead to start the game.
You're
That's
fucked,
true.
dog. You're fucked.
It's 10 points immediately for the defense as long as Ian Book doesn't score 35.
What happened? What were you going to ask me?
Oh, are kickers ever in football shape?
I would say yeah.
Get the fuck out of my face. Absolutely.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
Listen, yeah.
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh punter, that guy is a truck.
Sebastian Janikowski was a fucking beast, okay?
He was drafted in the first round, bro. Like, unicorn.
Yeah, and he's going to end up being a Hall of Famer.
Unicorn.
Bro, listen.
Absolutely.
Sebastian Janikowski ate
You're
the
telling
rest
me
of the
he was
round.
he was in football shape?
Yeah.
One of the Grammaticas got tore an ACL celebrating, bro.
Oh my god, is that really what you're going to use?
That's your people.
Come on now.
That's your people.
Come on now.
Yo, kickers suck. That's all I got to say.
That's exactly what
I wasn't going to get into this. But just to quickly document this.
It's COVID.
Right?
COVID's making them miss.
I saw
it's global warming.
Someone tried going after Jason Sanders, and they pulled the mic where they're like, "Oh, it's not the Dolphins that are the reason that the Dolphins lost 3 games. It's Jason Sanders."
No. I said that Jason Sanders hasn't helped. I never said it was because of Jason Sanders.
Yes, you multiple times.
I said it was because of Jason Sanders. I fucking said that shit. I did. Now what? Where do we go here from?
Yo, and Kai can hit a 50-yarder, so all I'm gonna say is, listen, bro, these legs got some.
Listen, Sanders might have some competition.
If the Dolphins win out,
and I can literally hit a 50-yarder, no bullshit.
If the Dolphins win out, we're all in Miami together. I need to see this 50-yarder from you, Kai.
All right, hit a 52 just to piss you off.
Bet,
bro, you couldn't kick a 12-yard field goal.
I haven't kicked in like 6 months.
I'm the same person who would kill a bobcat with his bare hands. Do you forget this?
No. You thought it was a gorilla. He wanted to fight a gorilla.
No, it was an orangutan. No, I
gave
I gave a silverback, gorilla his credit. No, but
but not an orangutan. Because
no, I'm fucking up an orangutan, bro. What do you mean? I already told you, bro. You give me some chocolate blades.
He would literally rip off your arm and beat you with your own arm. That's exactly what would happen.
Yo, that's fucked up.
Got a health and safety protocol.
I love Duncan Robinson, but actually, this is true. But Duncan Robinson might actually be better than Jason Sanders.
Yeah, I think isn't Duncan going off in December?
Duncan's been coming up, so.
Urban Meyer's in figure shape, if you know what I'm saying.
Urban
is the GOAT,
man. I don't know. Like
that boy is a legend.
How do you finesse so many people into millions of dollars?
It's like you talk about Urban Meyer and like he's not a real person, but it's like no, that's a real human being. Like
that boy has he.
You know what's crazy?
Coach vibes, like from like a show.
What's crazy about Urban as well
with Jason Sanders? By the way, he would have.
I wanted to kick Jason Sanders too, though. Like I'm about to jump down to the stadium.
You would have thought if Jason Sanders has seen how Urban was treating his own kicker, that maybe he would act right, but like it just never.
No. Brian Flores, to motivate Jason Sanders, puts up a picture of Urban Meyer in Jason's locker.
Your new special.
Hey, look, I mean, we're making fun of him, but Urban kicked his kicker into kicking a 50-yarder for the first time. Like, do we? Like,
Urban kicked his kicker into beating the Dolphins. Like, Brian Flores couldn't even do that.
I can't believe that Urban kicked the 4th most accurate kicker in NFL history and said, "Hey, kicker, make your fucking kicks." Like,
I mean,
process that for a second. For real, process that for a second. Urban Meyer came out of not coaching and had the 4th highest, kicker percentage in NFL history on his team after missing preseason kicks and comes by and kicks him in warm-ups and says, "Hey, kicker, make your fucking kicks."
The guys are like, God,
couldn't have been me. I would have been hurt right away. I would have been. If I was that kicker, I would have been hurt.
Kendall hits the ground. Kendall goes straight to the
you feel me? I would have been hurt right away.
He goes soccer. He goes straight soccer.
Straight.
I would have been like, hey,
he's going straight. Neymar, bro, 100%.
Out for the season. They would have been like, how did you sustain your injury?
I'm filing a grievance.
Ask the coach. Ask the coach what happened. He knows exactly what happened.
I mean, does that make Urban Meyer the most accurate kicker of all time? He's 1 for 1. He smacked his kicker right on the first attempt. That's it.
Listen, I mean, he got the job done.
I'm down to add it to the resume because that boy, he different. That boy tough. That boy said, "I ain't riding back with you bums, man."
He's gonna send an email. He's gonna send an email on his resume. He'd be like, "Kick the one kicker."
Listen to young boy.
I got pounds in this bit. I kick your ass for talking shit.
Hey, we lost Kai.
Justin has a good question. Who has more picks tonight, X or Holland?
Holland.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Holland too. I don't think they're gonna throw X's way.
Yeah, I was about to say they probably told him.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Kendall, is Ian Book the quarterback that threw the pick 6 to?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
yes. Yo, that's one of my favorite UM moments, bro.
I mean, that was
one of the only.
That was the only moments. Like,
yeah,
bro, hiring Cristobal, Gators can suck it. Sorry, what were we talking about?
No, who has more picks tonight, X or Holland? I would probably go Holland as well. Just because of the fact that I gave myself, just the task of like just watching one Ian Book game, and the first YouTube highlight that came up was like of him in the preseason. I kid you not, like 30 seconds into it, I counted like 4 or 5 different screens and or checkdowns. Like that man ain't throwing deep. That man ain't throwing nothing past 10, 15 yards. It's gonna be all short dink and dunk to Kamara. I wouldn't be surprised if Kamara has like a Brandon Marshall game, like bro, like 21, 22 catches, just because that's literally what the game is going to be about.
Yeah, I think fucking Christian Wilkins has a better chance of catching a pick than X.
You saw how he laid out for that touchdown?
Yo, yeah, Wilkins scores another touchdown. Yeah, I want Wilkins to score another TD. I love when that guy scores. Then he can't injure the person that scored the touchdown. He scored it himself.
They can injure him. Well, no one's that big. Never mind. Maybe Raekwon. Raekwon's not all that high.
Yo, yeah, Raekwon could destroy Christian. Like, let's be honest.
Let's be honest. Raekwon could destroy pretty much any human being on this earth. Like,
Raekwon could actually beat up an orangutan. You, on the other hand, not so much, sir.
Nah, I'm
gonna give him respect. Raekwon could kill a fucking like grayback, like silverback gorilla. Like,
apparently, Tua leads the league in completion percentage.
Yeah. It's 69, right?
69.9%.
Nice.
That boy freaky.
That's my boy. Listen.
I'm gonna be real, like, hey, Raekwon Davis, I would beat the brakes off that boy.
What?
Hey,
stop the cap.
Juan and the orangutan, me versus Raekwon, bro. Hey.
Yo.
That's why I fuck with Kendall, bro.
Y'all boys.
Why? Because both of you lie out your mouth.
Nah, bro. We know facts, bro. We know facts, bro. Until people.
Kendall, how tall are you? Be honest with me. How tall are you?
Bro, I'm 5'9.5".
Nah, dude. Listen, Raekwon is putting one arm out. Raekwon is putting one arm out, holding your head back, and you're just gonna be swinging at air, bro, like a cartoon.
Bro, you talking like he's scary, bro, because you don't trust your hands. Like these, bro, I never bet on fighting. I have never bet on
weapon, bro. You got a 2-piece. What you mean?
Bro, I've never betted on a boxing match, but if I had to bet on any hands on this earth, I'm gonna bet on mine because I'm in
Kendall,
full control.
You versus Jake Paul. Who wins?
Bruh, come on, bro. I've never seen Kendall fight. I'm putting money on the man. Like
45 seconds is all I need, bro.
You're gonna get your ass knocked out like Nate Robinson, bro. You're gonna be laying flat on the mat, homie.
Just because you can't fight, bro, don't bring that negativity.
You try to turn it
on. If
you
want to vote in the poll, you can vote in the poll down below. Who has a better chance of winning their matchup? Kendall versus Raekwon Davis or Juan versus an orangutan? Vote on Twitter.
Go ahead. Let me get this started by voting for me. Two votes
Give
in.
him
I'm
an
already
out
at
of saying like they're
100%.
both idiots. Somebody has to win this.
It's just, oh my god! You both really think that you could win those matchups? Like, honest, dead ass question. There's no way that you both truly think that.
I truly do think I will fuck up an orangutan. Like, I'll get as serious as you need me to. Like,
Yes.
I will fuck him up, bro. Like,
bro,
I don't think you know what an orangutan is, dog.
I've been to the zoo, bro. I take my daughter to the zoo plenty. I know what the.
I don't think you know what color. What color is an orangutan?
Orange.
It depends. It depends on the shade, because the age they might be.
Oh, you see,
orange.
I don't even know. I'll take a young one. I'll take an old buck. It don't matter, bro. They get these hands however they want it.
I want to listen. Okay, we're gonna go to the zoo together.
But Kendall,
I'm gonna toss your ass into the orangutan.
In advance.
So far, everyone is voting for.
No,
Kendall,
I expect
just to be clear.
No,
everyone's voting for Kendall.
I voted for myself too.
Well, that's not fair. We got to get more people involved. I retweeted it now.
I'm gonna be so depressed if we spent the entire pregame show talking about this and the Dolphins lose to the Saints tonight.
No, we had some serious talk at the beginning, but at this point, it's like, again, it's
Here's a good question.
It's Ian fucking Buck.
Lion a fight in 2021.
Jake, Jake isn't as bad as Logan.
A fight in like 5 years.
To be perfectly frank.
Hey man, put up that next comment. Let these things know I'm out here. The fuck wrong with these boys talking about something? I'm getting beat up. You crazy as hell.
I'm telling you, Mike. You don't got faith in yourself, bro. You can't just.
I like how y'all are turning this on me because I'm a rational person.
Dude, it's always against you, bro.
Yeah, I know. Because you're racist.
King Grant couldn't even take fucking kickers and punters, bro. What the fuck? Like, yeah.
The way that Colts player slung Jakeem Grant out the club and that on that end around. Don't bring that boy into no physical altercation,
bro.
That boy got Jakeem Grant versus Raycon's gonna go like this. That's exactly how that's gonna go.
Prediction time.
Yeah, I think it's about.
I don't know, dude. I can't fucking believe
it's Ian fucking Bug. I don't know how many times I gotta say it tonight. It's like, come on.
No, it's just in my head. I'm just thinking about how you literally think you can beat an orangutan. Like,
you're thinking too hard about it. I'm destroying it.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we'll go prediction time, and we'll start with. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. We'll start with you, Juan.
Thanks, Kai. I already said I was mature at the beginning of the show, but Michael's here now, so I'm not feeling.
Nah, I'm gonna go back and watch it. Say it again. Nah,
you're gonna go back and watch it. That's what you're gonna do.
What'd you say?
I said that it was an inexcusable loss. That no matter how many times or ways I could try to defend it with fumbles and players missing, you don't lose to the Houston Texans, no matter what.
That pick six was pretty, dude.
My prediction for tonight.
Adam Schefter was doing the gritty. What the hell?
Nah, he was just kicking fucking.
They're just.
I know.
I understand, but like ESPN's just like it's gone off the rails. Like what are we doing here? I
got some things to say, but I can't say it all. I can't say it live on air, so I'll put my opinion after.
That's all right. We'll talk about it later. I'm gonna go 23-7 Dolphins. I just don't see how you don't win this game. I also don't see Tua having the lights up performance that we all kind of want to shut up the haters in prime time. I would love to have a 270 yard game with like 3 touchdowns and no interceptions, just to really, put the doubters to rest for Tua. But I probably expect more of maybe a 222 with 2 TDs and an interception from Tua. So, yeah.
If Kendall beats Raekwon Davis in a fight, I'll twerk on camera. No lie. In a banana hammock, 100%.
Oh, Mike in West Palm Beach, he says, I bet Tua has 3 TDs. Mark it. All right, so just bet on
what
that.
Is he betting?
I could see this being like a 273 touchdowns in a pick game from Tua.
Okay, I said the same thing, just with an interception. That would be the game for me to really just shut up the haters. That interception.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. I'm just in my I think that would be very possible. But your score prediction against Ian Book.
What did I say? 23-7 or 27?
You said 23-7.
23-7.
All right. Juan or Mike?
Wow. All of us look alike to you, Kai. So my score prediction.
That's how you get people back in the Mike.
So
go the victim route. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, Herbert sucks. So listen, I'm gonna go with other websites for
It's
what?
working.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
What a
go with
non-believer.
Dolphins winning 26 to 6. I'm gonna say the Dolphins win.
Yo, Ian Book's gonna fucking flat out destroy us.
I'm fully expecting it, Kai. I swear to you, like
My guy said there's no way we lose to the Jets, but he thinks we're gonna lose to Ian Book and the Saints.
Well, because the Jets is the Jets, but this
and
is just
it's not even just the
atmosphere.
Jets. It's not even the Saints. It's like how perfect was Sunday, truly. Like just too.
Appreciate
not
you.
for
It's
me.
the fact that nothing could have gone better for the Dolphins this whole weekend, and all we've known our entire lives is failure.
I mean,
like
we're winning
in our quarterback.
I believe in our quarterback.
I believe in our quarterback.
I mean,
in our quarterback.
So we should all be saying that this is going to be a win.
Yo, this is disgusting.
The fact that I can keep this PNG up and like it can just sit here.
But the thing is, it looks like
if Juan's talking, it covers his face. Like he is Justin Herbert.
Hey guy,
it's perfect.
He literally looks like all the worst parts of Anakin Skywalker in Attack of the Clones. Like literally, like he looks like the sand scene. Huh?
What year did that movie come out?
2004, I think.
That's all we needed to hear. That's all we needed to hear.
All right,
oh, because y'all are on that stupid
Kendall, you joined him on that?
Nah, y'all are wild.
Oh no, I got some 1990s, but I mean, to say there's no like classics.
I'll have some leeway into like 90s because Harry Potter, the first one, all right, it was like 99, but like
that came out in 2001, bro.
The first Harry Potter?
Yes.
Really quickly, Saints starting offensive lineup in warm-ups. So this is what it looks like it's going to be. Left tackle James Hurst, left guard Calvin Throckmorton. Holy hell of a last name. Center
pro performances from these guys.
Center Eric McCoy, right guard Cesar Ruiz, and then right tackle Caleb Beninoch. This will be their 9th starting lineup for the offensive line.
Center and right guard, they're pretty set though. Because isn't Cesar Ruiz playing well?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure
one of them
Cesar Ruiz was like a center, and then they moved him to guard.
Yeah,
I thought that he was a center, and they moved him to guard.
Well, Ruiz was a center.
One has been doing good, and one has been doing bad.
Yeah, it might be McCoy that's been doing bad. Yeah.
I'm just fully expecting all of them to have all pro performances. I think Kamara is going to go for 7 touchdowns.
Bro, I told you that it was 2001 for Harry Potter. So this is the 20-year anniversary.
I take back what I said. Everything.
Harry Potter movies are not classics, bro. Especially those last two. They were.
Bro, if you need to make 8 of a movies, you're a classic. I don't give a fuck what.
What?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is Fast and Furious classic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My guy, you hesitated because you
I'm not a personal fan, but
family is all that matters.
If you're making 9-10 movies and you're selling out, I mean,
I didn't even remove him. He got his Airbnb kicked him the fuck off.
Yeah, that boy was hating on family.
Yeah, I know you guys. Family booted him out.
Bro, family booted him out.
For real,
yo, what?
Family, and he got booted.
Yo, I'm sorry, my Lord and Savior Vin Diesel. My bad.
I'm crying.
We got Dolphins by 17. Yeah, Fast and the Furious fucking sucks, bro. Saints 3-2. Okay, so what are we like? Kendall needs to put in his prediction.
Wait, if the Saints win 3-2, that means we only scored on a safety.
Or a 2-point comeback. Yo, if Jacoby Brissett doesn't throw that pass, we fucking dog walk the Raiders.
Wait, a 2-point
Kendall,
comeback. Nobody scored a touchdown.
Kendall, oh, that's right. Fuck. Kendall, your prediction for the game.
31-10 Dolphins.
Damn.
Go up tempo.
That was that Kevin Hart damn.
Yeah, damn. Start the game up tempo. Try to go up tempo to kill the defensive line and keep them on the field, tire them out. Fuck it.
Something interesting to note: the series between the Dolphins and the Saints is 6-6. The Dolphins have lost 3 straight, including said Monday Night Football loss to the Saints in No. Oh, it was actually Heat. No.
No, the Monday night game with Tannehill was
in New Orleans. It was 38
the one that we
to 17.
almost won was the one over here with Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
Hurdling.
So the last 3 matchups, 2009, the Dolphins lost 46 to 34. Then the one on Monday night was
34 points in a football game.
Bro, do you know who
then the
Tannehill
Monday
is?
night was 38 to 17. And then it was the one actually, I remember this because it was the day I moved out of my childhood home. It was in London when they lost 20 to 0. Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara.
That was when Cordrea Tankersley first played, and everybody's like, "Oh, we got a good cornerback." Bro, never played it again.
No, wait. Tankersley had a really good year that year.
He was decent. And then let's be real. He was decent, and I think I'm not. Maybe I'm mistaken for the wrong guy, but there was a play versus the Patriots where he just got completely walloped, and like he was just never the same after that.
Who would you rather have playing cornerback, Cordrea Tankersley right now, or Noah Benogany right now?
Tank is not even close.
Not close. Then Tankersley, right now Tankersley.
Oh, I have no idea. Is he?
You know who actually was like on that Tankersley route of like sort of good, then did really bad, but actually brought his career back up is AJ Terrell.
AJ Terrell, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Jamar Taylor too.
No, because AJ Terrell had that like rough season, and now he's been fucking lights out this whole season.
To be honest, cornerback is not a position you really come in and dominate if you're not like Jalen Ramsey. Like,
yeah, but Terrell had rough, like that was like looking at it as like a bust.
Yeah, and then the next year,
Terrell's his last like college game was against Jamar Chase in the national championship game.
Got
and
cooked.
He was dancing on his grave the whole fucking Jamar Chase.
The Pro Bowler?
Oh my god.
Sam Darnold? Sam Darnold, you called
Can we
Sam
all
Darnold
just
came in, dropped a 62-yarder, Mike. All right. Narrative is back, sir. We are back.
Let's go Heat.
Yeah, I think it's time to.
Is it time to wrap it up?
I mean,
any final words, Kai?
I think that's.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble, and I don't want to be in big trouble.